In today's video, I'd like to talk about light workers and the helpful signs that can help you figure out if you are one. I'll be using the lessons of the famous Dolores Cannon to guide me. Dolores Cannon was one of the first people to really look into spirituality and the paranormal. Her ideas have shed new light on the idea of light workers, helping us learn more about these beautiful souls. She was a brilliant hypnotist, author and researcher whose work went beyond what most people thought was possible. Through decades of research and a huge number of hypnosis sessions, she explored the deepest parts of the human mind and found spiritual truths and insights that have touched people all over the world. The idea of light workers was one of the most important things she learned. It was clear to Dolores Cannon that some people had a special energy that could fix and change circumstances. She said that they were souls who had decided to come to Earth at this very important time in history to help people grow spiritually. During her deep hypnosis treatments, Dolores Cannon helped her clients communicate directly with their inner minds. This let them access a wealth of information that their conscious minds couldn't understand. During these meetings, she learned about her past lives, had encounters with aliens, and gained new insights into how the world works. These meetings are when the idea of light workers came to light. There were repeating patterns in the stories of some people that led Dolores Cannon to believe that those people were agents of good change and development. The signs we had talked about earlier were clear: the overwhelming empathy, the healing powers coming from their hands and hearts, the strong desire to help, the hunger for ancient knowledge, the resonance with vibrations, the unwavering optimism, and the feeling of being outsiders with a purpose. The work of Dolores Cannon not only brought the idea of light workers to the public's attention, but it also stressed how important they are to the evolution of humanity as a whole. She said that these people were very important in raising the planet's vibrational frequency and leading humanity toward a higher level of understanding and togetherness. Light workers emit good energy, kindness, and a strong desire to help others, just like stars do in the night sky. Are you ready to learn about the 7 signs that Dolores Cannon says could help you find your inner light worker? Sign 1: unending compassion. Imagine entering the inner world of another person and experiencing their joys, fears, and problems as if they were your own. It's like you have an emotional GPS that leads you through the complicated shapes of their heart. This link goes beyond just feeling sorry for someone. It's a dance of intuition that lets you comfort and guide them without saying a word. The lessons of Dolores Cannon make it clear that lightworkers have an amazing ability to understand how others feel. It's like you can hold room for other people to hold their feelings in the hands of your knowledge. People who are looking for comfort in a world that can be tough and cruel will find it in your heart. Your presence is like a balm on scars and a light that chases away darkness. Sign 2: heart and hands are getting better. Imagine that your hands are transformers, filled with healing energy that can fix what's broken and lighten what's heavy. This isn't a figure of speech, it's who you are. People who are in pain can feel better when you touch them with your hands. From your heart to the tips of your fingers, this energy flows through you. From a young age, you may have felt drawn to alternative treatments, massage, or energy work as a way to heal. In her lessons, Dolores Cannon says that lightworkers often have a natural ability to heal on a spiritual and mental level as well as a physical one. Your touch becomes a way for healing to happen, a way to connect pain and comfort. You feel kindness filling your heart to the brim, giving the world the healing energy it needs so badly. The 3rd sign is a strong desire to help others. Do you ever feel like you have a strong fire inside you that makes you want to go beyond your personal life and make a difference in the world? There's a voice inside you that tells you to do something good for the world. There is more to this voice than a fleeting thought. It's a roaring call that echoes through your soul. The lessons of Dolores Cannon show that lightworkers are driven by a strong desire to help people. You don't make a choice, you answer a call. Your meaning isn't just an idea, it's a bright light that guides you through the endless possibilities. This purpose drives you to use your skills, knowledge, and energy to make good waves of change. Imagine being a tall lighthouse that stands out in the breaking waves and leads ships to safety. You lead souls through the storms of life in the same way that you lead people to healing and change. Even if what you do seems small, it has an effect on other people in ways you may never fully understand. In a world that longs for honesty and kindness, you become a bright light of hope. Sign 4. A search for old knowledge. Think of yourself as a traveller of the soul, looking for eternal truths and knowledge that spans all of human history. Can you hear the whispers of old lessons and be drawn in by the mysterious charm of spiritual knowledge that dances beyond the everyday? This isn't just an interest, it's a pull that leads you to the centre of understanding for everyone. The lessons of Dolores Cannon show that lightworkers are always wanting to know more about the universe's secrets. You're not just interested in something for a short time. Your curiosity is a chorus of old sounds calling to you. You want to figure out the mysteries of life, the hows and whys that have fascinated people for generations, like someone looking for a lost prize. When you seek knowledge, it turns into a trip of self-discovery and a search for deep truths that speak to you from the inside out. The information you gather isn't something you should keep to yourself. It's like a light that you carry to help others find their way. It's not a coincidence that you have a link to old knowledge. It's part of your lightworker identity and gives you the power to inspire and boost everyone you meet. Sign 5. Getting along with waves. Imagine that you had a sixth sense that lets you sense the faint music of forces that fills the universe. You are very sensitive to vibes, which are the energy currents that flow below the surface of reality, because you are a lightworker. Imagine that you are a director who is always bringing together different forces in a way that works well. Dolores Cannon says that lightworkers are very tuned in to these vibrations, like a tuning fork that is in tune with the world. You don't just experience a room as a cosmicon, you can feel its energy. Through energy, you don't just visit places, you connect with them and become a part of the stories they tell. Balance and peace are brought about by your presence. As a conductor leads an orchestra, you direct the flow of forces around you. In your presence, which brings harmony, chaos turns into peace and conflict into rhythm. It's not just a gift that you can tune into vibes, it's a tool for change that lets you make the world a better place for everyone. Sign 6. Unwavering hope. In the middle of rough seas, picture yourself as a lighthouse. In a world full of problems and negativity, you radiate a constant positivity that stands in contrast to the darkness. No, this isn't just a mask. It's a real attitude that looks for the good in even the worst situations. The lessons that Dolores Cannon taught us tell us that your positivity isn't just a trait, it's a deep gift that you give to everyone. As a lightworker, you naturally have the ability to see past the obvious and see the growth that lies beneath the problems. Don't be fooled by your positivity. It comes from knowing how difficulties can change things. You know that problems are often what make growth and development possible, just like how a worm has to fight to become a butterfly. People around you feel stronger because of how positive you are. The way you see things isn't foolish. It's a sign of strength that helps others find their way through the dark. You tell them that setbacks are only brief, that they can grow, and that hope is a flame that burns inside all of us forever. In a world that doesn't always remember how powerful happiness can be, you are a live example of how it can last. Sign 7. You feel like an outsider for a reason. When you looked around the world, have you ever felt like you were seeing it through a different lens, as if you were a visitor from another world? It's like your heart dances to a song that only you can hear. According to Dolores Cannon, feeling like a stranger isn't a sign of being disconnected, it's a sign that you have a special purpose. In a world where most people follow the crowd, lightworkers often have to make their own way. It's not that you're alone, you're just here to make things happen. Dolores Cannon tells us that your feeling of being different isn't a flaw, it's a sign of your unique mission. Not to blend in with the background. You're here to stand out and show others the way who might be lost in the dark. Imagine that you are a signal on the land of humanity, helping ships stay safe as they navigate the rough seas of life. Your light may be special and different, but that's exactly what makes people want to be around you. It's a call that goes beyond words, a call to be real, to be brave, and to embrace your purpose without any doubt. Being a lightworker isn't just an idea based on what Dolores Cannon taught. It's a call to action and a way of life that goes against the norm. The signs aren't just meaningless images, they're calling you to start a journey of self-discovery and strength. As a lightworker, your job isn't just what you do, it's also about the energy you bring to every moment. Therefore, if these signs speak to you and you feel like you know who you are, then it's time to accept that you are a lightworker. Imagine that your compassion heals scars, your healing touch sparks change, your desire to be a guide that points people to hope, and your search for knowledge as a star in the night sky. Think of your vibration as a symphony that brings the universe's forces into balance. Just think of your unshakable positivity as a lighthouse that shines through the clouds of doubt. Feel like your sense of purpose is a spark that starts the flames of change wherever you go. Being a part of the big picture of existence means more than just watching it unfold. You are a maker and a lighthouse in a world that is ready to bask in your greatness. As you take on your role as a lightworker, remember that you're not alone. You are part of a bright band, a group of people who all shine with their own unique beauty, like stars in the sky. Your journey is a fabric made of meaning, kindness, and strength. Therefore, let your light shine, because your very being has the power to show others the way and lead them to their own bright purpose.